Welcome back to the show. And that was a very interesting topic discussing the Red Balloon Foundation and what Antoinette Harvey is doing for kids with neurological disorders. Definitely something to look at. Um, we are now going to be discussing something also on that level with the person that's creating awareness on children with disabilities. And today we're going to be speaking to Mbalienhle Mndawe from the Children's Foundation, and this is the founder of the foundation. And we're going to be speaking to them about, of course, what the foundation's doing for these children and talking to her about her experiences and what edged her on to be able to help these children with disabilities. A very good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining me on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I think it's always a pleasure having to speak to people that are doing phenomenal things for others. So, firstly, we want to commend you on your selflessness and reaching out there and helping people and just making others understand their situations. But before we get into that, Mabalintle, let's talk about your story and what has happened with you and the disabilities that affected you, and how did you overcome that?
So, my disability is called a cleft palate, which is I'm having a struggle a lot when it comes to. Okay, I used to have a struggle, but now it's a bit better. So, an eyesight problem and a hearing problem, and a memorizing problem, whereby my brain can carry a lot of things, but I need to just work step by step
Mm.
to carry. And then if ever I push myself like
Mhm.
too hard and I'm forced to carry like a lot of things, that's whereby I get a blackout and I just like shut down for a few minutes.
Sure.
And then I need to pick up myself again after a while. But in most cases, I have like massive headache and I need to drink pills so that I can get back to myself.
Mm.
But nowadays, it doesn't really happen a lot because
Mm.
since I lost my job, there's no need for me to read scripts or
Mm.
read like heavy things that will affect me and my mental health.
Yeah, and I mean, let's just give the listeners a bit of a breakdown. I know you were born with a severe cleft palate, and it affected your breathing, your hearing, your eyesight. You were every month, should we say, in and out of hospital for checkups or either operations. And then your fifth and last operation was on your nose, which could help you breathe better. So it is a traumatic experience. It's not something that people get over easily. It was difficult, I'm sure, for you.
Yeah, it is because now you get traumatized as well, just going to hospitals and needles traumatized me too this day because just growing up in a hospital and getting to go to surgery, not even checkup,
Mm,
surgery first of all, and then checkup. In a month, you would see the hospital, I mean, like 4 to 5 times. So that as a whole is just traumatizing and just
mm,
getting to hear the doctors go, okay, we're getting there. We just need one more. Okay, no, we
mm,
couldn't do this one. Uh,
mm.
you should come back and do the other one, and it will be better. So, it like with my parents and my family and myself as an individual, I'm getting in there as like, okay, I have hope.
Yes.
They said it's the last one. Okay, let's go.
Mhm.
So only to find out that I mean, like, um, I'm turning about 2019
Mm,
or 18. Yeah, and I still go through that process. So,
mm,
like, it is painful. Yeah, it is traumatizing.
mm. Let's talk about how difficult this experience was for you. But the thing is, what I think is really great about you is that you didn't actually let this hold you back from achieving what you wanted. And I like the way you say, your dreams are bigger than your disability, which I think is
Yes.
amazing, because you've defined the need that to say that irrespective of what I have, nothing's going to stop
Yes.
me from gaining what I want. And this is where you then became the foundation founder of the Mbalienhle Mndawe Foundation, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. Let's talk
Thank
about
you.
that, and what opted you to do that.
So my drive to have a foundation is because of, first of all, my situation, my disability. And number two is how I see our country communities are. And I, I, since I was so young, I was like, you know what, I would love to leave an impact, a
Mm.
legacy for my kids, because I know that it is hard for me to say I'm going to leave an impact through my work in the entertainment industry, because
Mm.
the film industry is so hard, and especially for us people living with disabilities. So I had to find something that makes me happy and my community happy. So I was like, you know what? Because I love kids and I love people, I think it is very wise for me to create something that will live long, not only for my kids, but for my community.
Mm.
And then I came up with a foundation. My dream is to build shelters. So I'm very far from building shelters,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a dream that I'm working towards.
All right.
So I started registering the foundation. I started gathering information on how
Mm-hmm.
I can make it successful, because I don't have like an income. And through me not having resources, it is hard as well. So I
Mm.
tried reaching out to people like on social media around me to assist me with making
Mm.
my project successful. Because when I have to reach out to sponsors, first of all, I need to write a proposal.
Yes.
Number one, I don't have resources. I don't have laptop or anything to write. Number two, I can't write a proposal because it needs so much focus. And as I explained with you, I can't carry a lot. I can't have to do research and
Mm.
draw in that knowledge so that I'm able to draft it down. It is too much for me. So for me, what helped me to achieve the drive, the charity drives that I've done already,
Mm-hmm.
is people around me, social media.
Right. Yeah, and that
Yes.
makes a difference because it brings awareness to what you're doing, which is the right way to go, because that's when people get to know of you. But stay with us. We're going to go for a quick break. We'll be back with you in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Natal has been the hardest hit by the recent civil unrest. Hundreds of supermarkets, factories and warehouses have been looted and destroyed. Thousands have lost their jobs and are in need of food and household supplies. Penny Appeal South Africa is currently on the ground working with communities to provide essential items to those severely affected. Donate toward the Penny Appeal Hardship Fund today and assist us in caring for families for a 3-month period with essentials and assistance to small businesses affected by the devastating effects of the unrest. Help us help our city. www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 11 00 573. Penny Appeal. Small change, big difference.
What makes Randery Jewelers the optimum place for your memorable gift? Is it our range of exclusive, high-end, luxurious jewellery? Or is it our master craftsmanship of all your bespoke jewellery needs? We believe it's because at Randery Jewelers, we know just how to make your special moments last forever. Whether it's for a wedding, anniversary, or just a simple gift to show your love, trust Randery Jewelers to make it special. www.randeryjewelers.com. Make your moments last forever with Randery Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
Osman's Taj Mahal Spice and Rice. For over 80 years, Osman's Taj Mahal have been perfecting the art of the perfect blend of spices, pure, aromatic, and well-seasoned. Spices to tantalize your taste buds. From creative cuisines to gastronomical gourmet goodies, from exotic odors to traditional dishes, Osman's Taj Mahal have remained synonymous with quality spices and condiments. Taj Mahal rice, beans, and lentils. Try our range of chili bite mixes, rose and ilachi syrup, our quick and easy biryani pack, and our traditional range of spice blends. Osman's Taj Mahal. There is no substitute for quality.
Africa. For your convenience, the Africa Muslims Agency's Durban office has moved to 797 Jan Smuts Highway, Sherwood, Durban. Our friendly staff are eagerly awaiting to receive, advise, and share with you the current ongoing campaigns and projects that you have been supporting for the last 35 years. Visit us at 797 Jan Smuts Highway, Sherwood, or call 031 207 5676. Africa Muslims Agency, inspiring the spirit of giving.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Welcome back. And if you've just joined us, we're in conversation with an absolutely amazing woman, Mbalienhle Mndawe, and she has the Children's Foundation under the same name. And before we left for the ad break, we were just talking about how she's selflessly giving back, and she's created this foundation, firstly, to, of course, create awareness, and secondly, to reach out to those types of people that are facing different disabilities. Mbalienhle, we were talking about, you putting this whole foundation together, firstly, of course, to go and assist other people that are in a similar situation where they face disabilities. And I think one of the places you've been to is the Shechofatsong Special School. And
Yes.
and you've been giving back in some way there. Let's talk about
Yes.
that school and what it means for you, because we know the school specializes in severe mental disability education, which I think is absolutely important and pertinent. The reason being is, at least people then understand how to deal with children with these disabilities.
So I had an interview with them, like to ask if I could come and give back, because it's my community, and I've went there before when I wanted to do a back to school drive, but it didn't go as planned. I was like, okay, you know what? This time around, I'm gonna do something different, and I'm gonna go back and donate to them. And it is very close to my heart, because first of all, we understand each other as people living with disabilities. We're not looking at each other differently. We're the same, and just getting to speak to them on about how they feel and how they're treated around communities and places they go. It was very close to my heart to come back and give them something.
I understand you there, and it's I understand the situation you're in, where you say you go to this particular school because the children there and yourself understand each other because of the disabilities that you're facing. But don't you think it's important to also make society understand the situations of disabled people, and making them understand how we can bridge the gap of communication? Because I just said that to a guest earlier, that people that are disabled are cocooned of society, because people don't know how to interact with them.
It's highly important to communicate with the society around us. And one thing I like is now I'm able to reach out to more people. By that I mean I've just launched a talk show for
Oh, wow.
people living with disabilities. So I'm gonna be interviewing them live and allowing them to actually open up to me and tell the people how they feel, how they want to be treated. Because if I do that through my organization and my talk show and me as a motivational speaker, I feel like it is not enough to reach out to people So that's why I just thought
I,
it is so important for me to launch this talk show that I did
I'm so
last
blown
week.
away by hearing that because I think that's so important, and you've defined the need where you being able to reach out on a platform to people to be able to interact with disabled people where I get to understand them better, and I think that's the idea of the show, which I think is absolutely needed because that's what's going to create the education and that's what's going to bridge the gap.
Thank you. Indeed, because people have like different mindsets, and you thinking that if you approach me as disabled is gonna make me feel better. No, I'd rather say a person living with a disability because it's more like it, and we feel like okay, you are not in us to harm us or to make us be already. Some of us are closed up
Mm,
in our shells, in our comfort zone because of being afraid of being judged.
mm,
So my talk show is very um, I would like to make people aware
mm,
not only of how to treat us, but how to not fear to approach us or treat
mm,
us in a manner that we don't appreciate it.
mm.
So I would really love to unpack the whole name of disability and how we are.
Most definitely, and I think that's just the right platform to look at to be able to reach out to people and say, well, this is how we are, and this is how you understand us and interact with us. We literally, I think they don't realize that they just need to treat you like normal people, and look at the function, like you say, the disability that you suffer from, as something that is just there, but the communication can be there. And I've seen this with another organization, and it's just an idea besides your radio station, where they were doing something phenomenal. What they did is to be able to breach the gap between, people suffering with different disabilities. And what they did is they created a soccer game just for fun, where they would get normal kids to integrate themselves and communicate with kids that were finding themselves involved with different disabilities. And, I went to go and actually watch this, and I found it absolutely amazing to see the type of communication that took place. And it was so much fun to watch a normal kid run with a wheelchair with a child that had a disability and trying to help them get that a hold of that ball. So it goes to show that there are ways that we can look at integrating people like this into society. But it's, of course, like you say, by creating the education and awareness and making them understand that they can be treated on a normal basis, just getting to understand the type of disability that they have and how to deal with it from a communication point of view.
It's it
What does it
because
mean? Yeah, what does it
it
mean for
is
you to know that suffering yourself from at one point with a particular issue, you've now become a role model to others to be able to educate and create the awareness. And I think through that we create better societies, because once we have better communication, we understand each other better, and of course also have empathy towards those that are going through certain challenges.
it is so overwhelming because I beat up myself when I can't be able to reach out to someone in a
Mm,
day.
mm,
And for me, it is my duty to go out there and inspire someone and educate someone about us. The
mm,
reason it's guilty about us is because of I'm not individual. I'm not alone in this. We are a team. Others can't speak for themselves.
mm,
Others are closed up. So it is my right, my responsibility to go out there to be a role model to others. And
mm,
I just think that if I don't do it, no one's going to do it.
mm.
Because yes, we feel sorry for people living with disabilities, but then you don't take time to research about us or you don't take time to ask me questions. All you do is to judge me. So it is highly important for me to think of my brothers and sisters, put my brothers and sisters before me, before my needs, not because I want to create a legacy, but because we need to be heard.
You know what I find very interesting is there's a couple of chain stores that have started hiring people with certain disabilities, which I think is
Yes,
so it's just so amazing because they now getting to understand that they can integrate them into that system, which I think is important. And this has made, I think, people also get to communicate with them better.
exactly. It is a way too long. Like the journey is too long to. So we still need to push to be heard. We
Mm,
still need to be
mm,
going out there, knocking on doors, because now what we do, we truly, truly appreciate for people to see our talent, for people to see who we are. And that makes us happy. At
mm.
the same time, not that we're not grateful, but
Yeah,
at the same time, there's a lot to be done.
most
Because
definitely.
now we feel like um, a little has been done as
Mm,
much as we appreciate it. So more awareness, more auditions, more knocking on doors. It's
mm.
gonna be better for us to be out there,
Most
and we're
definitely.
not gonna approach them through auditions, but through talk shows, through motivational, through putting our work out there, so that they can recognize us.
Right. We want to thank you for joining us today. And you've definitely been an inspiration in many directions to see that you've taken this and used it to be able to educate and create awareness. So marvelous Mbali. What message would you like to leave us with today?
I would really love to live. Um, it is very important for you to follow your purpose in life
Mm,
and believe in your dreams as much as it's so hard.
mm,
Believe in the unseen. Become
mm.
a reflection of what you want to leave behind,
Oh, most definitely.
because it is highly important. It's not how much you do that makes you be seen. It is the impact that you leave, the impact that you do to the people,
Mm.
that will be a, a statement of you've done something, and
Oh,
a,
yes.
a, a, a mark that you've done something in someone's life.
Most definitely. And I see you leaving your mark in many a direction. So we want to wish you nothing but the best. And we're hoping that we can tap into you at some point going further to see how much more you've done. But you're doing some phenomenal work. So congratulations and God bless you on all that types of things that you've done for those people so that we can understand better. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Mbalienhle, definitely Mbalienhle, sorry, and definitely leaving her legacy behind in some way by creating this vision where she's educating and, of course, going further as far as making people understand about people that suffer with disabilities. A very interesting one. Stay with us. We'll be back with you, and we've got a really phenomenal gentleman that we're going to be speaking to about helping us out with food relief from what he's doing. So stay with us. We'll be back with you in a sec.